I fucking hate him.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He gets it to Humphries. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
I make A1 trades, my guy.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Throwing again is Lott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there at second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
Now a hit, and Lott lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10.
Yeah. The way
right back to him on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to me.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, send it. But what I'm asking is, are you aware that your opponent? That was a hell of a jam.
They go play action. Bridgewater out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Going up top. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Locke. Steps away to his left. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Panthers have recovered.
Okay, after those first two drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be called for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, two straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They give him a gain of 37.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I can just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Bridgewater now from the 50. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is tackled not quite to the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Anthony Walker in there to get him for a loss of 5. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving back. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They run with Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
You're going to take it up another notch.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, and no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm, but right now they're harming themselves on the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Frank Clark in there
That
to
was
make
fucking
the sack.
safety.
He buries him for a loss of
Oh,
10.
my God.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ow.
Play action. It's Luck. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
That was fucking crazy.
675. 11.
Now Luck. And that's caught inside the 30. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Luck now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Al Woods able to swap it from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
That motherfucker stopped and turned all the way around.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kerry Hyder in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Joey
The Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. He finds Latavius Murray. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses.
You fucking, oh my God.
Now
Hold on,
play
man.
fake
I
here
gotta
on
make a
1st down.
I don't like that.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I don't know why they got that like that.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Wow.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Colts coming out now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. K1 short. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Oh, that's a fumble.
From the end zone, Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong in scout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him punt.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Al Woods in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kerry Hyder in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
How did he take you out of my fucking jumping animation? Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that.
To throw on 2nd down is
Long. I like it.
And the pressure gets to him again.
I like that.
Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken around the 12. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now it's a Giant. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Oh, nice fucking cut. Oh, my
They'll
God.
run it now out of the gun.
Nice fucking cut.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll return it from the 6. He spins free. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. With a new set of downs. Luck on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Wow. Partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throw left side complete. It's Murray. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First down, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And this is caught at the 8. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And would you first half a timeout call? Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Teddy Bridgewater in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Spotted him 28.
Gano out to kick this one away.
So you weren't going to score no more.
Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. See what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter. Not a whole lot of room there, but there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I think he got there.
They run again with Ajayi. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore.
I don't think that everyone's protected you.
Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. With his first 5 minutes,
He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown.
Oh my God! I couldn't fucking
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brian Iraq there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get dead. He flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
I'm second in my division.
To throw is Bridgewater.
I'm going to be 5th.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it's fielded at the 34. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Murray. And they'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense.
I took away with
he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Ew.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Thank you. Hit me with the Lopez cheese.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Fucking beast.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater. His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. The extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gano out to kick this one away.
It was like the play started when he was.
This is taken at his 4. And some room to work.
No, nigga. This is a closed practice.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 96 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd? And they had halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes it's remembering the game plan and playing better. Tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Ridgeway. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Oh, WR.
That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he went backwards.
Even come close. Try. Shit's getting ugly.
He'll be down at the 30. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
What'd you do when you got the ball?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here's Luck.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
You weren't trying to make a contact.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And strong up over the 15-yard line.
No, you have not.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I'm working on stuff out here.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Hines, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
12. 5, 6, 22.
Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. 27-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bathema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Indianapolis field.
All right, give me the ball.
They begin the drive with Hines. And that gives him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On. Reggie.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man complete. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 46 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm gonna keep firing.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down about the 19.
I like your little
solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
You just get the running back.
When you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
To throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Luck now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1 yard. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year.
That's
and the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Greg Olsen was the intended target. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 10 more there and another first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's a Jay.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll run it now out of the guns. And a good stiff arm there. Down on a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with a J. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. They'll give it to him up the middle.
Damn it, dude.
And he's across for the touchdown.
Let's go,
It's
baby.
likely
Let's
the
motherfucking
game
go.
winner here in the closing
Let's go.
stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. They'll try and run it with a J. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Gano out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final.
Know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
I didn't have nothing. Pressure was coming.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Reggie. Let it roll.
One last throw here for Luck. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Panthers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, It's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a day.